holds nothing but promise for adventurers with lots of life. Wouldn't you agree? I better get me some alpacas. Once they call everything
We made it! Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master Diluc!
Well, Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to... And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many.
So you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
You mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might conflict. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also,
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it up, see? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, well, come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh.
It's all thanks to that committed performance.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are all...
This is like getting to read the...
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the...
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try...
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, sorry. Paimon can't do this.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able...
You all sure are getting into character.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point...
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn...
When your free time is as precious as mine...
What a coincidence. Or perhaps...
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my...
Of course. After all.
The Holy Lyre! There... Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down!
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl? Why, because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro...
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, the holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else. Fischl is... Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like.
Yes. I remember it being much more run down.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big or...
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their... Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can. That voice!
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to...
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But... How? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old... anyway, how do we cross? I'm not telling...
Aw, come on. Don't...
I'm not! This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatous. All right. If you want the answer... Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line... how did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one...
Wait, but in real life...
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only one key to be found, there's a good chance the encounter... All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how But when I actually had to stand up against all of you... I mean, Mr. D looked practically...
Really? I only had one.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this.
Do I?
It would benefit the...
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines. But it's... Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the...
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be...
Stand aside. This one's person. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's...
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Okay. You win. Somehow this round...
Probably because you had to act like a fatus. At this point, I could take down those.
True!
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean...
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy. And not breathable at all. You're telling me...
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the...
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally... So, on behalf of all the adventurers in
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Huh? Yeah.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider it. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
Use of force authorized.
dope.
Not a say. Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B.
Wow, that's a pretty huge...
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got...
On me.
Here.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation
Wait, Mona?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. The crest is with me. All I need to know is... Let's talk big... That's all. You have to at least... Good enough for me. Gotta know when to... All right, here's the crest. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass, after all. Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would... Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of...
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few...
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promised, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
All right, we've got all the crests. What's it bag and look for Mika?
Huh? Here.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole...
Thanks.
No problem. Best...
I don't remember Fatui being...
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers some...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn...
I see.
That checks out.
They
They laugh as if they already know what is to allow me to clarify before we proceed. How?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap.
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup.
'Tis true, though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not... Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us! Look! The ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance! Group 2, reinforce!
Here. On me.
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Here.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Barbados, guide us.
Floating disc. Ha! Ha!
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Okay, shred 'em!
Our situation is dire.
All right. I give up. All right. I know when I'm beat.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you! Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is. But the...
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what...
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition, then?
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up?
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not...
Very well. I shall allow... Just... be gentle. Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest...
Ah, it's open!
Miss Al...
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Light.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. Oh, Paimon's stomach has been
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often... Then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer, after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not.
Well said.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force.
Ah, you're right. And you know, the location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the— Make sure to do the same, Traveler. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too!
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just— Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, Traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree, which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt, not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point. Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get, and that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say...
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors...
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares?
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime,
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Mawika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on.
Haha! Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Notcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from but my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters. They are all part of that. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like...
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be! How would the power of the abyss even get in there?
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is different about this power.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched.
Of course the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true.
You created this magic, right, Alice?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss corrupted. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair. Purges him of abyssal.
Yep. That sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and
count me in two. Potential threat or not. If there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to get to the bottom of it.
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just...
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental.
Well...
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how... Besides, the more you open up, the less...
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever.
Ha! About time.
Before we set off, I just want to... I was able to maintain contact before, but right now, it might be difficult for us to guide you. So proceed with caution.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right. I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
All right.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others? Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters. Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
should give us an advantage. These are likely
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
All good, Venti?
Very much so, thanks to you.
Yeah! The city's crawling with abyssal
I'm not sure what happened, but the...
Good point. Look! It's the Ballin! Is it just Paimon?
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body. If we had failed to purify him in real life,
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are essentially, if left unchecked, they will continuously summon abyssal monsters. We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his current state.
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up, but now I'm sure this situation is more than... It seems more like an alternate version of events. And I have some idea of how it came to... Well, monsters abound no matter where... Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Here we go. I wouldn't glide. Yeah. Yahoo! Here we go. Yeah. Wouldn't got time for takeoff. Yahoo! boss.
Go as one! I swear by my sword!
Think you can get away?
Thanks for the help. I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters sure fight like the real—
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we can use this—
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Vorka, by the way?
No, he might be at the upper levels. Ah, right. I remember seeing D-Luke on the other side of the city. We should go help him first.
Sounds like a plan! Let's go! Hey! D-Luke is over there!
Here we go! Yeah!
Go as one!
Time for retribution!
Made it. Thanks for the assist. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. Did you see any knights or civilians on the way here? Then my initial suspicion could be right. The knights have abandoned the city and evacuated all civilians to a different location. In the face of unrelenting abyssal attacks, it's possible they had no other choice. But none of that matters now. An empty city has its advantages. We won't need to divert our attention to protect— Oh, and this thing.
That happens to be
Wait, what about Vorka? Have you—
No, I'm not sure where he is. Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Time for retribution!
Yahoo! Yeah!
The Grandmaster should be over there. Come on, let's hurry.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Time for takeoff.
Verdict is...
Wind, hear me.
Burn! Up the ante!
Yeah.
Up the ante! Burn! Slash! Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Yeah, we should get out of here. No sense.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again.
Yeah, we can hear you now!
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the Traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing... Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all... And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major...
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the honorary knight never appeared in Mondstadt.
Wait, but even if the Traveler never showed up...
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation, sure, but it wouldn't have gone quite so well. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right, Varka?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger.
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier?
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the Abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sin.
So, if we want to resolve...
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin is right as rain and a lot more We have our solution, so let's hop to it. Should be a piece of cake for a group like this. No time to lose, right? We've got Clee...
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we...
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know?
I'll be fine. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits. This is it. Ready, everyone?
More than...
Of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
Ha! Guess I'm the newbie, huh?
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Tibet.
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we can do it again.
Paimon believes in—
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task, but how could I claim to be the finest bard in Tibet if I didn't—
Well, this hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever.
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Think you can get away? Yeah.
Nice job! One more to go.
Time to switch positions.
Got a bit too cocky.
Barbados, guide us.
Time for takeoff.
Off the edge! Apieti! Thunder! Got a bit too cocky. Burn!
Wait, hear me. Lowest one! Yeah!
Thunder! Apieti!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Barbados, guide us.
Wouldn't gliding. Here we go. Brace yourself.
Burn! Yeah! Apieti! Thunder! Burn! Maria sweeping in! Thanks, Gene.
Devouring, you're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's gotta strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
La la la!
Oh.
Mom, I'm here to play! Huh? Looks like it was a happy ending after all. It was kind of like a choo-choo cart ride. It had its fun moments and its thrills. All in all.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the... In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to deal with a flying...
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight it's on me. I happen to have a bottle of fine wine.
Haha! Even better. Count me in.
Say no more! You had me at fine.
All right, let's head over to my place then.
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on.
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay, all's well that ends well, am I right? To the bar!
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here and there, I suppose.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that...
Huh? What's the difference between...
Let us not forget, the courageous dragon slayer in the story? Well, in real life, he had already left... Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death, for another hero would have come along and...
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal. So...
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such... Word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs, over the fates that will not come to pass. It's an exercise in futility. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad, but all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere
all right.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become... I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve...
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just... appeared?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. The Hexen Zircle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass. This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen, these events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. In that instant, the tale of a future in which she remained pure was gone forever. So then, the question at the heart of it all is this.
Paimon gets it!
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed, and thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the time. It has quite the victim complex that it's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities.
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, Klee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, Farewell, forever, traveler. You shall never see me again.
Whoa! Looks like it's been fixed already! It sure would be convenient if we could build a choo-choo cart track straight from here to Mondstadt.
An express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea. Rand?
Yes. I received an invitation to exchange swordsmanship techniques. But after crossing swords with Miss Eula, it turns out the Knights of
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be expected of the champion duelist. Even over a few short rounds, I feel...
For sure. You don't have to worry about breaking stuff or accidentally hurting anyone nearby.
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpasta launchers in the area.
Ah, that's one of your local traditions, isn't it? Shall we have ourselves a game, then?
Why not? You should know, though, I'm not easy to beat at this game. Hold on. No muskets allowed.
Oh. Why not?
Fiery woman came to take Lupical. I said she backed down, but this sword is here.
Hold on, let Paimon get this straight. Alice was planning to bring Boreas, so she took the illusion of the sword and left you to go. That would make the trial of Boreas the trial of Raise.
We fight.
Wow, looks like Paimon's guess was
Not real?
Alice's scheming claims another victim, huh?
Hey there, friend. Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the Real Adventurers Guild do without her? Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations. Anyway, I heard this whole world was constructed for magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done. Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot. True, but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, but could we even take them back into the real...
Weird. Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming!
Oh, how did this happen? Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet Madame...
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet Madame. Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can... Wait, what? What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a...
So that's Fiona? What are you doing here? It's my first time seeing these little guys. Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to... Looks like you're a kid. Of course. The only... but that's not a huge... So, Alice said she would... Aww. But hey! Then you should... Wait! But there are always those 2 for 2.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but it's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe...
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone. I guess you're right. Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt. Wait, Emily?
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers? Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new. Then, this lady who called herself a. All I have to do is manage this.
Nice! That should help you come up.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling I certainly have a lot to research.
We're looking for things in here that are different. Hey, since you like them so much.
Really? That would be amazing.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. A tent tortoise? That shouldn't be here at all.
Definitely not.
Something wrong, Sucrose?
Oh, no. I was just looking. Master Albedo has always been careful with our costs. Take this, for example. We've used, according to the mages, it was. Luckily, I found it. I just don't know why it ended up here.
Well, all that matters is that you found it in the end, right?
Great. Thank you.
Such a succulent fragrance of grapes. Ah, this
is awesome.
Whoever lives in here must be a person of means indeed. Even in a storybook world like Simulon.
Wait! But this is a world inside a story too, is...
My apologies. But the event taking place at Dawn Winery is not open to the public quite yet.
Ah, I see. That's
Oh, it's Noelle! Hey there!
Oh, hello, you two. Well, Miss Alice thought things might get complicated around here, so she said she needed someone capable who could get the job.
So she flattered her way into dumping a bunch of work on you? Stuff that isn't...
Oh, no. Mr. DeLuke was there, too. He said he would appreciate some help guiding the tour groups from different worlds.
Tour groups from different worlds? Oh, right! The Golden Apple Archipelago, the Relurian Mirage, Simulanka. The gang's all here!
Oh, it's all right. I'm happy to help.
I heard this thing was terribly ineffective when first invented. You could only catch 10 in a week.
But for some reason, it gained traction among
True, it takes time. It beats having to do it yourself.
But there are so many crystal flies around here. Surely it's not that difficult.
It's a bit far, though. Just imagine, does that count as trespassing on private?
I suppose it hardly matters anymore.
The times they are a-changing.
So it would...
What are they mumbling about? Another tent? Huh. This one's kinda
It's here because I refused to let that mage use my house as her playground. But we still needed an additional rest area for the guests, so we set up this...
Looks like we can use this device to keep in touch with the mages or get some hints.
Now that you mention it, the arrangement is almost identical.
Nights on vacation, summer, the sea, and a small little wave rider. It's all taking me back.
However, you're forgetting about the part where we were stranded on a deserted island and couldn't even make it across the water. That's what stuck with me the most.
Oh, I remember. At least I wasn't dead weight.
fun times, huh? So, the mages
Be my guest.
You know, the expedition in Nodcry is coming to an end, but knowing Grandmaster Varka, I imagine there will be another chance to set off in the near future. Not that I'm extending an invitation. That's our honorary knight. No matter the mission, you always...
Come talk to me when you do have an official invitation. The intel I have on hand is pulling me in 100 different directions, but...
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and
Looks like you're in a good mood by the looks of things.
Indeed. Thanks to besides all the classic.
Cocktail. Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently you've...
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite... But I need to get back to handling resident requests. Honorary Knight, if you're free...
You'll be amply compensated, of course. Plus double pay for overtime. Depend...
Paimon's not sure what as the best guide into that.
Working with you two is always...
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way.
All right. Well...
Oh my, it looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfiddia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie... Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up... That's right. I'm just... If only there weren't so many people with overdue books. Let me think. I don't really have a... And if it could help me nod off to sleep...
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than... Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effect... Don't worry, there's no rush. Let's chat for a while. Take... Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Indeed, and judging by caramel sauce is such a fantastic... Improving food, I suppose. Oh, this? A large contingent of... Jean asked me to visit some of their families. Well, they've all... Based on what I gather, in their letters, many of... Surely you're not suggesting I'd take my investigations into Mondstadt's. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendem to teach some raving hounds a lesson. Lately? So is that because you think that I, too, might have changed? Not bad at all. Back in my student days, to paraphrase a certain Leowed legal expert, I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, well, my As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper.
Finished! A new creation. This should help you fall asleep quickly.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been based purely on appearance. It's it's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel so good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of the slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new... Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join? Any walk would be more relaxed. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I'll make just as sure when the time comes,
in the... Allow me! Branch into song.
Try and stop me!
Lush as the moon. Insulation chamber deployed. Cleanup sequence initiated. Leave this place.
Rev the engines!
Use the force up!
Pyroclastic surge!
Defensive mode engaged. Branch into song.
Resist!
With one heart. Annihilation mode.
Full throttle!
Use the force up!
Cleanup sequence in... Lush as the moonlight.
Hold the line!
Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky!
Defensive mode engaged. Receive my... Insulation chamber deployed. Lush as the moonlight. By the frost moon of old.
Light it up!
Defensive mode engaged.
Thrust and reave it!
Full throttle!
Insulation chamber.
Hold the line!
You poor lost lamb. Ultimatum protocol.
Pyroclastic surge!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Branch into song.
Allow me!
Rev the engines!
Insulation chamber. Lush as the moon for the everlasting forest. Preparing for dust up.
Try and stop me! Light up the blazing sun!
Branch into song.
Resistance is futile.
Rise with the sun!
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
This realm is... If you ever have any...